Hey guys, today we decided to do something crazy. We're going to create the strongest anime character ever. This character doesn't belong to one anime. This dude's made by combining the most broken powers from different anime worlds. I carefully chose these powers so there'd be no weaknesses left. Every ability covers another flaw because I wanted a character that cannot be defeated in any verse. But there's a catch. We can only use one trait from each anime, so let's begin. First of all, we need a body, so why not choose a handsome man? And for this, we have many options like Gojo Satoru, Osmo Tazai, Kakashi, and even Lloyd Forager, but I decided to choose someone else. And that guy is Sung Jin Wo, because there are many other reasons for choosing the guy. We're going to take different powers from different animes, so we need a body and system that can endure these powers. Sung Jin Wo's body's not a normal human body. His body constantly evolves through system. Over time, his body reaches a level that surpasses most beings, and it makes him feel more like a living weapon than a human. The most important feature is that the system makes him stronger after every battle, and turns his efforts and survival directly into power. Now that we've chosen a body, let's add a strong aura. For this, we're choosing none other than the Demon King Muzan Kibutsuji. His aura's not normal at all, bro, and this is the kind of presence only the coldest people in history can emit. You know how you feel when someone with confidence walks into a room and everyone goes quiet? Yeah, now multiply that by 1,000. When Muzan steps in, it feels like he owns the place. His movements are calm, and nothing in the world can threaten him except Yoichi. Jokes apart, the aura around him is so dense that weak people would pass out just from being near him. Even strong ones feel their instincts screaming at them to run. And the reason I added this aura is that I want my character to have this intimidation that someone from miles away can sense his presence. Now we need some physical strength, and for this, we have the best option, Saitama from One Punch Man, who's basically the strongest hero in existence. He can defeat any enemy with just a single punch. He also has incredible speed and reflexes, which allow him to move faster than anyone can see and react instantly to any attack. This guy's been stated to have completely broken his limiter, which means there's no longer an upper limit to the level of strength he can reach. As long as he keeps training and continues to push himself, his power will keep increasing. There's no cap, no ceiling, and no final form holding him back. Saitama can grow stronger and stronger without restriction, and it makes his potential truly infinite. So there can be no better option than him for strength. But strength alone isn't enough. The body also needs to survive attacks. Let's choose Kaido from One Piece for durability. His body endured countless powerful attacks from Luffy, Zoro, and even Oden, but he took minimal damage. I chose Kaido because his mythical Zoan fruit gives him insane toughness and also allows dragon transformation. He survived falling from the sky and getting hit by massive cannons. His endurance and regenerative ability make him one of the hardest characters to defeat in any fight. Next comes regeneration, and we know that without regeneration, even the strongest characters eventually fall. For this, I chose Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen. He possesses extremely powerful regeneration through the use of the reverse cursed technique. He was able to remove Yuji Itadori's heart and use his healing ability to keep the body alive, which proves he doesn't need vital organs to survive. He can also heal his own brain to reset his burnt-out cursed technique. Also, we know that Bro had one of the strongest domain expansions, and he even kicked the ass of the most powerful Gojo Satoru, so adding Sukuna means we'll hit the jackpot. Even regeneration's not enough if true death exists, and that's why we're adding Alucard from Hellsing for immortality. He can resurrect himself from damage he normally can't regenerate from. He somehow does this using the souls inside of him. Anderson chopped his head off and stabbed his heart, but he was able to create a new body from bats that appeared out of nowhere from outside the building they were fighting in. The worst damage he's ever regenerated from was probably when the captain literally kicked him into a puddle of blood, which he regenerated from a second later. Within the Hellsing canon, the most straightforward way to put him down is to kill him millions of times. Holy weapons only work against his normal regeneration, but no effect on his immortality. So, what do you think, guys? I think I'm too smart to choose Alucard because he's basically the ultimate safety net for my character. Next, I'd like to speak about a summoning trait that many of you might underestimate. Now, hear me out. Even though on many occasions summons in anime are used just as a secondary help that are present only to assist, Let me stop you right there because the summon that I'll give to our character can even defeat over half the enemy verses on its own, okay? The summoning I'm going to use is from the Naruto universe. The two prime candidates from this world are Kurama and, of course, why stop there? Let's go a step further than the 9 tails. Why not go for the 10 tails instead? This beast is undoubtedly the strongest summoning in Naruto. It's literally the combination of all 9-tail beasts into one. Its power is so massive that the entire allied shinobi forces had to come together just to have a chance against it. Its chakra is limitless, and it can overwhelm even the strongest ninja in the world. Now let's talk about battle IQ. If you want to create the strongest character, battle IQ is necessary. What's the point of having so many abilities if the character can't predict what the opponent's next move will be? So, which character's IQ fits my build? Itachi, Lelouch, or maybe someone even better? Aizen. We all know Itachi is a master of genjutsu and a tactical genius. Lelouch is a pure strategic mastermind and incredible at planning battles, but there's an even better option. Aizen. He's an extraordinary strategic genius. The scariest part about Aizen is he makes opponents believe they're winning while keeping them completely unaware of the real danger that only he understands. That's why Aizen's IQ is the best choice. Speed is our next trait, and I'll use Goku from Dragon Ball for this. Goku's speed grows insanely fast throughout the Dragon Ball series. In the original Dragon Ball, he could run around 28 miles an hour. By Dragon Ball Z, his speed is already beyond that of normal humans. By Dragon Ball Super, Goku can move faster than the speed of light. He can travel across galaxies in just moments. Characters at his level can even warp reality with their speed. Goku's transformations make him even faster. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, and Ultra Instinct all boost his speed massively. In Ultra Instinct, he reacts to attacks almost before they happen. Physical speed's not enough because mental reaction matters too. For psychic control and instant responses, I added Mob's psychic powers. His telekinesis is a whole different level and lets him control objects, people, and environments with his mind. He can lift entire buildings and crush enemies without touching them. Bro, his psychic barrier makes him almost impossible to harm. When his emotions rise, his power explodes and becomes even more terrifying. With Mob's abilities, my character will have overwhelming mental power and battlefield control. Next, I want to add something more interesting to our character, so let's add Giorno's reality reset from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. His power, Golden Experience Requiem, resets actions back to 0. Any attack aimed at him never truly happens. Enemies think they're winning, but reality says no. Bro, even time, death, and defect mean nothing to this ability. It works automatically without effort. We had another option for a perfect defense like Gojo, but we already used Jujutsu Kaisen Universe. So, to make my character untouchable, I had no better option than Giorno. What if our character can control the future? And for this trait, we added Yuhavak's future control ability from Bleach. His future control, given by his power, the Almighty, isn't just about seeing what will happen, he can actually rewrite the future itself. He sees countless possibilities, like tiny grains of sand, and can choose which one becomes real. This allows him to stop attacks before they hit, break weapons before they're used, or even revive himself by making it so his death already happened. He basically uses the future to work in his favor, and this makes him almost impossible to defeat, because he can manipulate fate itself to protect himself and always stay one step ahead. So, what about destroying the reason for something's existence? To spice things up, let's add Anos Voldigode's conceptual destruction from the Misfit of Demon King Academy. His conceptual destruction comes from his special nature as a misfit who exists outside the normal rules of the world. He also has the magic eyes of chaotic destruction and his powerful weapon, the demon sword Venus Donoa. This sword is his main tool for conceptual destruction. It doesn't just cut or break things, it destroys the very reason or principle behind their existence. For example, it can destroy something that was thought indestructible by removing the reason it can't be destroyed. So, choosing this trait will make our character rule things beyond reality. In the end, we need a powerful weapon for our characters. I had many options like Death Note, Captain Yami's sword, and Devil Chainsaw, but I wanted something too powerful, so I added Gilgamesh from Fate Stay Night. His greatest ability is the Gate of Babylon, which is a vast treasury filled with countless legendary weapons known as Noble Phantasms. He can summon these weapons at will and fire them as high-speed projectiles. His most powerful weapon is Ea, the Sword of Rupture, which can tear apart space itself and unleash devastating energy. Gilgamesh also wields the Divine Chains and Kidu, which are especially effective at binding gods and powerful beings. He owns the Flying Throne Vimana, which gives him mobility and aerial dominance in battle. So, together with all these traits, our character will be at God's level. What do you guys think? Are these powers enough? If you still think there's stronger characters than this, make sure to tell me in the comments. See you in the next video.